What is the future of America? My name is Richard Blake, and I would like to share my thoughts on why I am tired of misplaced blame, excuses, and non-answers. How many times have we heard Democrats blame Republicans for blocking bills? How many times have we seen Republicans be quiet and not fight back or set their record straight? How many times do we hear excuses for not getting things done? Over the last few months, we have heard Democrats point to the fact that Republicans voted against the Senate bill. How often, or if at all, do we hear Republicans tell us why? How often, if at all, do we hear Republicans point out the fact that the Senate didn't even bring H.R. 2 to the floor? Why are Republicans not fighting back with the whole truth? In the end, President Biden signed an executive order very close to what the Senate bill was calling for. The problem is that it has not stopped illegal border crossings. Plus, it had so many exemptions that it rendered the order worthless and showed everyone it was only a political stunt by Biden. On June 27th, the first debate between Biden and Trump will take place. One of the conditions is that the microphones will be turned off when the other candidate is speaking. I will add that if the question is a yes or no question, the microphone should be also turned off if the first words out of a candidate's mouth are not yes or no. Make them answer the question first, then they can explain the reason. For some time, Democrats have said nobody is above the law. Now we know for a fact that what they really are saying is that only Trump and the Republicans are not above the law. DA Bragg decided not to charge most of the Columbia University pro-Hamas protesters that broke into and held Hamilton Hall because of insufficient evidence to show that any individual defendant damaged property or injured anyone. I don't completely understand this reasoning. We know that there was damage inside the building, we know who was in the building, and we know that you can be charged as an accessory to a crime. And Bragg could have charged them with trespassing, which is a misdemeanor. But why didn't he? Could it be, no matter what the crime, the progressive left will always protect themselves? The students, Columbia University, and Bragg all support the progressive left. This is all an excuse to not only protect the left, but it is also sending a signal that they can continue their lawless behavior. This morning I saw a campaign event for Democrat Representative Bowman of New York on TV. The thing that caught my eye was a campaign sign below the microphone that read, "For the many, not the money." While this sign was in reference to the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, who donated to his rival, it became even more ironic after Bowman lost the primary election and left-wing media pundits and activists became enraged and blamed AIPAC. It's just another sign that Democrats have no common sense. Why would any candidate believe that AIPAC would support anyone that is pro-Palestine? The Democrats are also enraged because they believe AIPAC brought and brainwashed the voters with their $14.5 million donation. Then, what do you think of Joe Biden using taxpayer money trying to buy votes with the student loan forgiveness program, which the Supreme Court has already said he doesn't have the authority to do? But because he believes he is above the law, he will continue to break the law every chance he can. This is just another sign of what the Democrat Party is famous for. Do as I say, not as I do. Or in other words, blame others for the same thing you do. We must not only elect Donald J. Trump as our next president, but we must also elect real conservatives to Congress. We cannot afford to have a liberal federal court system or a liberal Supreme Court. All our court decisions must be based on the Constitution and the law. Thank you for watching or listening, and please subscribe to my podcast and share this with your friends. May God bless you, your family, and the United States of America.